winning difference. Before we get selections here, Jason, there's a few hurting after New Year's Day got tipped out of the previous.
Yeah, just unbelievable, isn't it, Daryl? I jinxed it for sure. I'd have to have for Eddie had beaten. No certainties in racing, I know, but Striker on Demand, he's 5 out of 5 in his career here at Fulbury, so that's a remarkable record. And here's Jay, 7 starts, first across the line 7 times, and disqualified twice out of those 7s, hence 5 wins. So quite amazing, really. And let's hope all's okay, because if she did gallop because she went sore again, I hope not. But yeah, hope all's okay with her. But certainly for the second week in a row, punters here at Fulbury are not happy. But anyway, we'll roll on to race number 7, and this is not really much easier to sort out. I'm with number 5, Maldini. Obviously, the Dexter Dunn factor again with the 7, because there's no way if anyone else was on it, it would be favourite. Maldini, $9.60 and $2.40 for Matthew Williamson. Has the best standing start manners here. And I think we'll get to the top early. And from there, it could be its race to lose, really. And it should get a good run in transit. And 2,200 metres should definitely suit the horse tonight. Number 12, 1 out of 4, is another one that seems to step and roll from the stand. It did so in the slush last week at Invercargill. And beat home Lucky Lands by about 5.5 lengths. So, yeah, one's at 6.10, the other's at 2.80, so go figure. And the other one I put in was the one, Russet Norcota, number 1. David White takes the drive tonight. This horse finally gets a good draw to work with from a stand. It's normally drawn wide. The one draw, it's either a help or a hindrance, I suppose. But if it does step, it should be thereabouts too, Russet Norcota. And I did put in number 7, Lucky Lands, but probably really because Dexter was on, actually. It was backed pretty short the other day. In fact, it's been pretty short its last 2. 4 Gore was okay, but the run the other day, it just got stuck in the slush, really. Lucky Lands, so I'll put it in, but 260. I couldn't back it at 260 in a million years. 5, 12, 1 and 7, Daryl. Race number 7, we're underway shortly.
Week with Cup Day on Tuesday. Just noticed that all the odds, win and place, fixed odds, are out for each and every race next Tuesday, including obviously the big one, the Christchurch Casino Trotting Cup, and those in single figures for a reason is $8 the options. Chris and Me drew gate 7, $4.20. Chris and Me drew barrier 9, $2.40, and Adore Me $9 from gate or barrier number 13. So that's how they. Chris and Me $4.20. $2.40 for Terra to Love, Adore Me $9, $8 for a reason. So those odds are now available. Each and every race, all dozen of them, win and place, final field. So worth getting involved there. And of course, looking forward to show day there on Friday as well. It's going to be a ripper week there in Christchurch. If you're anywhere in the Canterbury area, then try and take in at least one of the days of the racing there. It's going to be outstanding, I am sure. Fingers crossed that the weather plays its part. Of course, we've got the first of 3 wonderful days at Riccarton tomorrow with the 2,000 guineas. Turn Me Loose, hot favourite there for Murray Baker, Andrew Forsman and Opie Bosson. And it's the New Zealand Greyhound Cup, New Zealand Greyhound Cup next Thursday from Addington as well. As I said, it's a great week to be involved in the sport in the South Island, in particular this 7 days upcoming. Jace, I believe you've got the call up to do radio next week as well, which I'm sure you're looking forward to.
Yeah, and tomorrow, Daryl, driving through the night tonight to get there for tomorrow. And, New Zealand Cup Day at Addington. I've only ever been there as a trainer before, so good to be there working for a change on the other side of the fence. And, looking forward to being there, all right. It's almost set for the Dunedin Holiday Park pace. Tape's about to go off. They're charging, but front tape didn't go. So front tape didn't go there, so we'll have to have a rerun. The Edge of Reason was pretty keen to go, but with the front tape doesn't go, it's not going to be a start. So yeah, back to you, Daryl. You're looking forward to tomorrow. Guineas Day at Riccarton, of course, and as I said in the past, I've only been there really as a spectator on Guineas Day too, so you're looking forward to being in amongst it. Turn Me Loose, for me, looks the go in the 2,000 guineas, but got a lot of respect around Stratocaster. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, look, obviously the Sark Memorial form is the strong form. Hard to go past Turn Me Loose, who through circumstances got back and ran on at Te Rapa, where previously we've seen him right up on the nickel. I thought Vinnie Eagle was good, who too missed the kick and took a while to assume his normal position in front. I thought both of those runs were outstanding, but I don't know, I'm a bit of a fan of Stratocaster from when I saw him win down at Hastings. I thought, gee whiz, wait till he gets to 1,600 metres on a big roomy track like Riccarton, he'll be a major 2,000 guineas contender, and he's at about $5 now, so he's certainly in the market and looks not a shot side, because we know that there's no certainty in racing after tonight. But she looks pretty hard to handle. She's into $1.80 in the futures market for the 1,000 guineas next week. We thought we might be able to get 190 final field on the day, but she's already into $1.80 futures. Dramatis was really good at Banks Peninsula the other day, and she's on the second line and looks the major danger at $6.50. Good week ahead of us, as we've said. All right, I think we're just about set for take two, Jason, so we'll come back to you.
Thanks, Daryl. And after all that, Maldini's been the big mover into $6.80 now from about $10 before the previous start. So here we go, take two, Dunedin Holiday Park pace. The Russet North Dakota and the Edge of Reason 1 and 2. And they come. This time, tapes go, and they're away in pace, senior. And a couple come away in a gallop. Maldini's come away in a gallop tonight, and also off stride was Katie Petite. First away and making a great beginning was Lucky Lands, a $2.70 favourite. Rolled about 5 lengths clear at the winning post with 2 to go. The Edge of Reason and Russet North Dakota second and third for Maximus Prime, and cashed up on the inside. A length and a half away then is going to be, as they leave the straight, Liz is Fine. Is followed through then by Maldini after its uncustomary gallop, then followed through then by on the inside. Last of all. Down the side they work. 1,600 metres out from home, and Lucky Lands in control. The lead time 46.9 off the stand. It's pretty quick. 2 lengths in advance of Russet North Dakota, getting a beautiful run on the trail tonight. 1.5 away third, the Edge of Reason. Cashed up as fullback the inside on the inside of Maximus Prime. A length and a half away, 1-1 Liz is Fine. Then came He's Only But Lonely. 2 lengths away Maldini, who's on the running line. 3 back and 1 off. On the inside is Forgotten Runner. It's been covered up then by 1 out of 4. A length and a half OC, and 2 lengths Justin's Sister, and tailed off is Katie Petite. Down they come, 1,200 metres left to run. 32.5 was the opening quarter of the last mile, and it's Lucky Lands in control. A length and a half in advance of. On the leader's back, Russet North Dakota. Third without cover, Maximus Prime. Here's Maldini rolling forward around them now to be parked. 3 back the inside is the Edge of Reason. Covering that up was Liz is Fine. Then came He's Only the Lonely, who's on the running line as well. Locked away the pegs, 4 deep is cashed up from Forgotten Runner. 1 out of 4 the outside, a length and a half OC, and Justin's Sister last of the bunch. 800 metres out. Second quarter, 31 and 3. And it's Lucky Lands the leader. 3 parts in advance of Maldini, the outside, who goes up and puts a bit of pressure on. Third on the inside is Russet North Dakota. 1-1 Maximus Prime. 3 back the inside is the Edge of Reason. Liz's Fine is 3 back and 1 off, and appears to be travelling okay. A length and a half, He's Only the Lonely from Cashed Up. On its outside is 1 out of 4. Well back Forgotten Runner, back with OC and Justin's Sister. Off the back and down the side, this leader's off and gone. Lucky Lands, 2.5 to 3 clear, 29 and 6 the back straight quarter. And who's coming after him? Nobody. Lucky Lands 5 to 6 lengths clear. Russet North Dakota's flat, so is Maldini. Round the outside, Maximus Prime, deep out, Liz is fine, but Lucky Lands at the 200. Out by about 6 lengths now. Maximus Prime, Liz is fine. Wider out, 1 out of 4. Lucky Lands is tired now, but it's all over. Lucky Lands, and down to the post, a $2.60 favourite, 1 like 1. Liz is fine second. 1 out of 4 will get third out wide in front of the Edge of Reason, and he's only but lonely. Close up Maximus Prime, Justin's sister working home okay. Then Forgotten Runner, Russet North Dakota OC. Maldini worked too hard after the early gallop, further back cashed up, and Katie Petite was last throughout. Who am I to question the punters? Liz is fine second, third across, 1 out of 4, Daryl.
Cheers, Jason. 7, 11, 12 and a photo there. Race number 7, the 8th from Fulbury, due off at 9:25. Craig, back with you. Just a smallish field to contest. Race number 7 here and 1200.
Winning the first day at Manawatu and had a heart fibrillation the second day. The horse has been vetted since and trialled. Mike Burgess happy with the horse, hence why it's here tonight. Free Spin. He's your $2.60 favourite, $3 favourite on the tote. Really good last week at Alexandra Park. I know it looks like he's only run 4th in a field of 6, but his sectionals, he was home at about 55.5 last week behind Huey Green. I think he's got natural improvement, and I put him on top to beat Better Spirits, but I think you need them both. Chris Garlick is co-trainer of Free Spin. This is what he had to say. Chris, you have Free Spin going around tonight in race number 7. Probably won't have to go 53.5 to win tonight. No Huey Green in there, but he was okay last week, wasn't he?
Happy with him, yeah.
The reasoning for going to Australia and coming back again, can you let us know what was the plan there?
Well, he was on quite a hard mark here in New Zealand. He's up to sort of C6, so he's still an MO in Australia, so we thought we'd send him over there to Luke and just sort of see if he could win a few races over there. Yeah, for some good money at Menangle there.
Now tonight, unfortunately, he's drawn out wide again, but that was always going to be the case with a preferential draw, unfortunately, barrier number 6. But small, compact field, that could be a little bit tactical races. What's your thoughts on his chances tonight?
Yeah, like you say, the smaller fields can sometimes trip a few up, but he's probably good enough to sort of work forward if they're walking up front tonight and put himself in the race.
Good chance for him to get back in the winner's enclosure. Winning chance tonight?
I think so. It's definitely a weaker field than last week, so he should be right there tonight. Co-trainer Chris Garlick talking about Free Spin's chance. I think he's a very good winning chance tonight. I put him on top to beat 1 Better Spirits. Inside draws here. Franco Nico and Take the Hint. Top 4 for me. I marked them 6, 1, 2 and 3. Aaron's exactly the same numbers, 6, 1, 2 and 3 in race number 7 tonight. Can tell you through from the sports desk, best back runner has been Free Spin in race number 7. He has been the best back runner in the 7th. Aaron, as I come to you, 30 seconds out from race number 7. Interesting fare, 6 horses in it. They can be tactical, these races.
Yeah, you did right there. Free Spin, though, he would have taken plenty of benefit out of that run and behind Huey Green. Of course, they ran that sub 54 last half there. Fresh up, he'll tighten up nicely out of that. Scott Phelan for the Telfer Garlic team. The interesting runner is Better Spirits. Of course, things went wrong last time at Manawatu. If that didn't happen, he would have been down at Addington on Cup Day, Craig, looking at the Sires Stakes final at Group 1 level. They had the problems at Manawatu. It's great to see him over those problems quickly. Gets into barrier 1 here. Philip Butcher gets back on. We know how good he is. He will certainly give Free Spin a run for his money. Franco Nico, good win second last Friday night. And Take the Hint continues to race consistently well. I'd have that in for those trifecta and first 4 combinations. 6 and 1 though, might make a nice quinella here for us, Craig, in the Gotta Go Cullen over the 2 and the 3. And that quinella currently at $2.30 as well. That option there if you wanted to play the 1 and the 6 and the quinella. Gotta Go Cullen mobile pace. The runner's in behind the mobile arm. Thanks, Craig. Race 7, first leg of the final treble. There's the Gotta Go Cullen. He stands at Neverly Stud. Neverly Stud, where success breeds success. neverlystud.co.nz. They work into the lane, 2,200 metres free spin, 250 starts from barrier 6, green light there, starter Colin Courtney sends the Gotta Go Cullen field underway. Getting out strongly, I'm a Jolly Wally, Better Spirits will hold up on the inside. Franco Nikau will look to cross the 3-year-old as they find the stable's corner, will do it and secure the trail behind I'm a Jolly Wally. Take the Hint is back in 4th, there followed then the next is Deb's Pal. And Free Spin, the favourite, will settle out at the rear. 1,800 metres left to go. Now Franco Nikau's come off the back of I'm a Jolly Cracker. And Free Spin's back at the tail. Lead time in 41.5. So it was a very good lead, and Franco Nikau finds the front. Turns off the back onto the showgrounds, turn by a length and a half. In second is I'm a Jolly Wally. 5 lengths Better Spirits. 4 lengths Take the Hint. 3 lengths Deb's Pal. And Free Spin, he's just bowling along back at the tail end of the field, and standing Franco Nikau the best part of 8 lengths as they work towards the lane. 1,200 metres left to go, and they've got to go Cullen pace. And working into the home straight comes Franco Nikau as he tries to get a soft quarter. Scotty Phelan, he comes from the rear now with the favourite Free Spin. Better Spirits will look to get out in front of the favourite, will do it. 32 and 7 the opening quarter, so Franco Nikau at the Judge Bell and 1 to go over Franco Nikau, only a length now over Free Spin. I'm a Jolly Wally, Better Spirits, Take the Hint, and Deb's Pal. 800 left to go, 30 and 3 that second quarter. Franco Nikau full of running into the back the final time. Free Spin, he sits parked, but he's quite comfortable there. Back on the inside, I'm a Jolly Wally. Better Spirits travels Peaches and Cream in the 1-1. On his back is Take the Hint, and Deb's Pal 3 back on the markers. Last as they pace off the back straight, 500 to go. Franco Nikau over Free Spin. Better Spirits travels boldly in the 1-1. I'm a Jolly Wally just can't hold the leaders back at this stage. Quarter down the back and 28 and 4. Then Take the Hint and Deb's Pal, they come for home. Franco Nikau, Free Spin, he's been shaken up now on the outside. Better Spirits about to peel out of the 1-1, then I'm a Jolly Wally. Franco Nikau for home, a length. Free Spin, Better Spirits. Deb's Pal getting through deep on the passing lane, and Take the Hint down the outside. Franco Nikau, Better Spirits really lengthening now. Here's Better Spirits at Franco Nikau. Oh, noses between them. I'm going to stay out of it. Franco Nikau, Better Spirits. They've hit it locked together. Nothing between them. Take the Hint. Deb's Pal there for third. Free Spin. He'll be back in the field with I'm a Jolly Wally. They've paced 2. Visually, I couldn't. Better Spirits coming strongly at Franco Nikau, who would not lie down. Let's have a look at the drive for the prize with the slow motion replay. Possibly outside Better Spirits, but we'll leave it to the judge. Franco Nikau, Take the Hint, will get up for third in front of Deb's Pal. I'm a Jolly Wally, the favourite, will run last. Free Spin, Gotta Go Cullen, Mobile Pace. It's a photo finish.
Official placings, race 7, the Gotta Go Colour Spirits, pace the 2,200 metres in 2:42. It's a mile rate of 158.5. Last 857.3, the 428.9. The margins nose, a half length, 1.5 lengths. 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 6, race 7, the Gotta Go Cullen, Mobile Pace.
Great to see him bounce right back to Better Spirits after his heart fibrillation down at Manawatu at his last start. He was a very good winner down there. He'd qualified for the Sire Stakes final on Tuesday at Addington. Connections have opted to come here tonight, and great to have him back into the winner's circle. Raced by Mrs. B.E. Berger along with Mrs. M.T. Corboy, Mrs. T.D. Court, K.R. Maber and G.J. Rowe. Woodland Stud Limited, the breeders. So Woodlands pick up another one in the breeders stakes. Better's Delight out of Spirit of Eros. 3-year-old Brown Colton gets the job done strongly. Second victory on the program too for Sire Better's Delight. Steward Roger Barnes down there, part of the victory celebrations. To Franco Nikau. He runs second. Lismara, 5-year-old Bay Gelding out of Nostalgic Franco, raced by Emong. B.S. Schubert along with S.J. Reid, L.C. Purden, M.D. Harper. Stephen Reid, Simon McMullen trained out of Pookie, and Todd Mitchell. And 3, Take the Hint, Washington VC Giteau. Black 5-year-old Gelding for third, raced by Mrs. L. Johnson, K. Massey. Mrs. R.M. Jensen, F.P. Foster, the Tennis Boys Syndicate, and B.P. Crowley. John and David Butcher trained at Cambridge. David Butcher. Better Spirits number 1, $3.50 into $1.90, $3.51 to $52.50, $52.50. And the first 4, $229.30, $229.30. 5 and 1 in the double at $10.50, $10.50. The 5 and 2 concession at $5.30, $5.30. 380.44 live units remaining in picks.
And second one was quite good. First one was okay. And this is a winnable maiden, not much depth to it. Baker's Road supported, 7 into 5. Got a bit of a rolly tummy on him as he went down to the gate, but that might be just his make-up as Cool moves in. So filling the gate well. Amazon Eve about to move in and take up its spot. Motown Blues to move in. She presented okay in the yard. 31 into 26, the roughie. We're waiting on All Ruby, who they're going to ride back. Just Nicked It to move up. Baker's Road about to move in. 3.10 for Lenny's Hope. 4.50 for Cool. 5.70 Baker had those 3 jump outs. One of them, as I mentioned, looked to be okay, good enough to win this. And Cool with the 2 jump outs, and the second one was quite solid. First one was okay, pushed out. Now we're nearly ready. All Ruby moves in. John Duff and Co-handicap. Race 2 on the card. Good specking Motown Blues, presented well on the yard, the 10, 31 into 21. Doesn't get a mention on the tote. First starter. No trial. Just Nicked It to move up. And we're nearly set for the scamper. Race 2, Purple Smile Authority winning the first, the fave. And now they're set. They stand well. Go, they're racing. All Ruby fast out, away very quickly. Just Nicked It heading to the front. I Believe in Miracles, Ruby Rover, and on the fence Baker's Road going fast. 2 lengths away Motown Blues, La Preneuse, and All Ruby outside of it. Lenny's Hope and Cool, third last and second last. 4-5 lengths away is Amazon Ground past it is Rebel Rover. Cool starting to improve. Lenny's Hope on the fence and La Preneuse all Ruby 2 lengths away as they come towards the bend. Motown Blues up centre field and Cool's back second or third last under plenty of riding. In the straight, I Believe in Miracles after Baker's Road. Behind those, Lenny's Hope running all over the shop, and here's Rebel Rover pouncing. Rebel Rover quickly stormed up, hit the lead now, shot away from Baker's Road, who's running on gamely again, but Rebel Rover won well from Baker's Road. Photo third, I Believe in Miracles, or Lenny's Hope, who was all over the shop. All Ruby behind those. Then came Cool, Amazon Eve, Motown Blues. Just behind those runners pulling up quickly was Just Nectared and La Preneuse. Rebel Rover the winner. Number 4. And with a win at, or a 13 of 13 at Maui and a 12 of 12 at Geelong with issues, has strode away handsomely. The son of Bella Spree for Shane Nichols and Jack Hill to win. And win comfortably. Had a nice run just off the speed. And finishes full of running to storm to victory. 3, 1, 5 and 6. 3, 1, 5 and 6 confirmed. With Rebel Rover the winner. For Jack Hill from 1, Baker's Road, 5, I Believe in Miracles, and 6, Lenny's Hope. It was running about all over the shop in the home straight, but Rebel Rover, nicely bred galloper 2 out of Gypsy Marauder.
Well, he's hard to find, this bloke. As Terry said, pulled up with an irregular heart rate, finishing last again, put aside, fresh up today, and gets home as a surprise at a reasonable price. Shane Nichols, the trainer at Mornington, and Jack Hill was the jockey. As you heard, the numbers are 3, 1, 5 and 6. We'll have some divvies for you very soon. 3 and 2. Have that result for you soon too, as Forbury's next, and about 5 minutes out from race number 8. Oasis Stream is the favourite with the book at $2.50. McCovey Cove is the equal tote favourite and tight enough on the book as well at about $3. Wanganui result first of all. Dolly Peg 650, 250. Leadfoot Lenny 120 and Big Fat Gypsy at 240. Quinella there paid 13.30. Trifecta 137.70 and the first 4 at 570.30. And from Cranbourne, Rebel Rover $17.90 and 4.40. Would have paid more had it been a bigger field. Baker's Road at $1.60 and I Believe in Miracles paid $3.90. Quinella paid $40.70, Trifecta $1,049 and the 3156 first 4 paid $2,547.80. Early double there, 2 and 3 paid $16, 2 and 1 in the concession at $3.60. So race 8 of 9 here at Forbury about to get underway. It's the first leg of the last double, and a couple that are disputing favouritism here. Jason, the 8 Oasis Dream and 9 McCovey Cove. How did you...
I went for that on top. Has won a race from a stand, and McCovey Cove hasn't had a race from a stand at all. So I think the advantage goes to Oasis Dream here with a good getaway. Mark Jones and Blue Orange are on fire, as per usual here at Forbury Park. And I think they can take this one. McCovey Cove, favourite with Dexter on again. I'd love to know how many favourites out of all his drives he drives in a year. Must be up getting towards 80% of all his drives must start favourite. But, well, when they win as often as they do, you can see why. And that last race, that horse just raced out of its skin with Dexter in the cart tonight. Lucky Lands. So yes, McCovey Cove, if anyone's going to get it away, it'll be Dexter from a stand. Putting in 10 Amelia Pond for Johnny Cox at big money here, 31 and 6. We had a good race last week. Was close up and behind Celibate, and they went 157 mile rate that night. This mare is racing well, just devoid of any luck, and she doesn't deserve to be paying $31. And the other one I put in was number 6, She's Got It. Pretty good standing start horse, very experienced standing start horse. Has had 28 stands out of its 30 starts, so you'd expect She's Got It to go away, and if it does, it's going to put itself right in the contest too, and looked very well. In fact, I thought it was the standout. One of Verdun's in here again at 13s and 4s, probably close drives tonight for John Bartlett, but got the win last week. I thought I'd better mention it because
All right, thank you. About 2 minutes before we had them underway here in race number 8. Looking at an update of the Streamline Freight Drivers Challenge here at Forbury. Dexter on 10 points is well clear of the opposition. What's he? He's virtually unbeatable. Michelle Nielsen's on 5 points. She'd need to win the next 2. Not even sure she's got a drive in the snow. So cash up on Dexter again. 10 points, 5 points Michelle Nielsen, and with 4 points Blair Orange, Maddie Williamson and Nathan Williamson. At Alexandra Park, it's a lot more compressed, the Drivers' Challenge up there. Todd Mitchell, with a couple to go, leads on 5 points ahead of Scott Phelan on 4, and then back on 3 points. There's a number of them. Morris McKendry, Zach Butcher, David Butcher, Tony Herlihy, Brent Mangos, Philip Butcher, Josh Dickey and Michael Blakemore. And also in contention, Tony Cameron, Todd McFarlane and James Stormont on 2 points apiece. So the leader up north on 5 points, the leader here a shoe-in on 10 points. So not too far off a start, and after this we will get you back to Alexandra Park. Our coverage tonight here on Trackside 1, just going around the 3 domestic venues, and obviously with the Cranbourne Night Gallops started, we continue our coverage of them. Plus we've got Singapore tonight as well here on Trackside 1, and our coverage out of Cranbourne begins at 10 minutes to midnight. 10 minutes to midnight, the first from Singapore this evening, and an 8-race program from there overnight tonight. Hope you're enjoying our coverage. As back to Jason we go for his call, race 8.
Thank you, Daryl. No whip on Unique Chance tonight. Horse number 1 as they walk in. Side fence. Vidika was slow from her draw 2. First out was Shibka Brat. Verdun's on the journey fast. She's got it's right up there too. Then followed out by Unique Chance and Special Delight on its outside. Further away, Can Do, and just caught out a bit deep to the first corner now is Oasis Dream. McCovey Cove's in a gap of 2.5 to 3. Further back, Amelia Pond and Vidika down on the inside. Out they worked, ducked down to the pages of Graham Telfer Wants. Unique Chances 4th, then came Special Delight getting up on the inside. Lead time 45.8, which was quicker than the previous 2200 stand. Then came behind Special Delight. Now is going to be Unique Chance in the 1-1. Can Do 3 back and 1 off from over on the inside, Amelia Pond. Back in the field then is the favourite Oasis Dream from McCovey Cove, following that every step. And 2.5 to 3, last is Vidika. Down towards the turn they come, 1,300 metres out from home. And it's Verdun, looking to go 2 straight tonight for John Bartlett. Shows the way tonight for Robbie Close on board. The opening quarter of the last mile was a 32.7. A length and a half in advance if She's Got It. Third without cover, Shibka Brat, but here comes cover now as sprinting around them Unique Chance to be in the breeze, and is looking for the top 2. Unique Chance with a round to go and will take it. So Unique Chance rolls onto the lead now from Verdun. Third without cover is the favourite Oasis Dream, who followed Unique Chance around. 3 back on the inside as She's Got It. Shibka Brat 1-1. McCovey Cove is 3 wide and working overtime. And behind those then 4 back the Pegs, the Special Delight from Can Do. Amelia Pond second last and Vidika at the back. Second quarter 30 seconds. Down the back they go at speed, and McCovey Cove was rolled right around to take over. McCovey Cove now from Oasis Dream. Third on the inside and under pressure is Unique Chance. 3 wide on those, Amelia Pond going forward quickly. Shibka Brat in the centre, wider out Can Do. Verdun held up on the back of the tiring Unique Chance. Well back also now Oasis Dream back to the passing lane and awaits the Washington VC run. Wider out on the track then is Can Do. Down they come at the 200 McCovey Cove. Oasis Dream underneath it. Wider out Amelia Pond and even deeper Can Do. Oasis Dream got to the lead. Off McCovey Cove and a very smart Blair Orange drive. Oasis Dream down to the post. Wins by 2.5. McCovey Cove second. Can Do's knocked off the roughie Amelia Pond for 4. Brat and Unique Chance first beat, last in. 29.2 the last quarter, 247.1 off the stand, so there was no loitering. And the smartest drive won the race there. Blair Orange on Oasis Dream. When Unique Chance gave it up, he dived back to the passing lane and went up the inside of McCovey Cove. And that was the winning of the race for sure. Oasis Dream will pick up the second last. The 4-year-old gelding by Major and Art, head of She Sizzles and Bolton in the end. McCovey Cove very good in second spot. Candier will knock off Amelia Pond for third and fourth, and Special Delight will be next in front of a couple of unlucky runners, Verdun, and she's got it stopped on their tracks off the back. But Oasis Dream, too good for them, and Blair Orange a no panic drive, and Mark Jones, gee, what a great affiliation Blair and Mark have, and they trek down to Forbury just about every meeting, and they go home a winner, I would say 99% of them, at 9.55.
Terrific, Jason. Thank you. We'll have that result on screen for you shortly as we're 5 minutes out from race number 8 at Alexandra Park. And looking at the market there, confidence for her to return to the winner's circle this evening.
Yesterday she was 190 when the book opened this morning. It's on the back of an outstanding performance on this track last start. Had to sit park the entire journey, hit the front at the top of the straight, and was beaten by lucky outside Better Mac, probably the second best bet of the night, Daryl, and she paraded in wonderful condition. This one trained by Errol Downey. Tony Hurley, he takes the drive, was got that result from Forbury Park, 8.94 and 10. Oasis Stream, 260.140. McCovey Cove, 150. Canju, 230. Quinella, 8.9, 240. 8.94 trifecta, $32. First four, 8.94, 10, $409. Clearly on top for me, 3 San Diego Love. Dangers, 1 Cyclone Lucky, 7. Todd McFarlane trains and drives. Son of Majestic Sun out of Cyclone Vard, so he's very well bred. He was a debut winner at Cambridge back in August. Put him aside for a month or so. And I thought his first up run at the park behind Lucky Fortune was good. So I think he's got natural improvement in him. Definite include on the back of a nice win last week. Goes back off the 10 metres tonight, though. And 4 Hanover to Cash. Haven't seen her since the Jules, where she raced King Denny, finished midfield there. This one by Monarchy for Michelle Wallace and Bernie Hackett. Probably the best roughie in the field, runner number 4. But very keen on 3 San Diego Love. Looking at the text coming through, 6,000 on San Diego Love. 6,000. Large bet on runner number 3 has brought her quote into 160 from an opening quote of $1.90. Good field this. Alex Barr and Eatery handicap trot. Outside the top 4. Miss Middleton put in a cheeky performance last week at Alexandra Park. Led. Went clear across the top and just got run down late. That was behind Star Philly over the 1,700. She is probably a better short distance horse than a 2,700 metre horse, but good run last start, Miss Middleton, and Todd Mitchell retains the drive tonight. Not without a chance. I thought best of the rest. Number 9, Tontine, trained by Rob Lawson. Simon takes the drive tonight. He's a horse that has performed well at Alexandra Park in his previous starts. He's had 6 starts here, a 1 and 2 placings. Son of Monarchy. He starts off the 10 metre handicap as well. My numbers in race number 8, 3 on top to beat 1, 8 and 4. Aaron's 8, 3, 4 and 1. He was big on Chosen Path last week, and he's staying with it again tonight. Aaron, as I come to you, a minute and a half out from race number 8. I thought one of the bets of the night, number 3, San Diego Love. You're with 8, Chosen Path.
Yeah, I thought this would be a good competitive race here, Craig. I was with the Chosen Path, finished it off mare. She was good when runner-up and behind Lucky Fortune last time. Tony Hurley for Errol Downey. The 4, Hanover to Cash. The Monarchy mare resuming, of course, last started at Jules Day, and we just continue to see that Jules form come through. And in fact, Trouble Roo, who was disqualified out of that same race, it's Hanover to Cash, finished 7th and won impressively yesterday. And what do you get around Hanover to Cash? $23, $4.30, $6.50 place price with the bookies, I think is a cracking bet for a Jules runner when we know how good that Jules form has been. Option 1518. I'd certainly lap up some of that 650. And 1 Cyclone Lucky 7, as I mentioned a couple of weeks ago. This has been a wonderful winning family, both sides of the Tasman. over the last few weeks. Cyclone Jake, Cyclone Dream, Cyclone U Bolt, of course, he's a Jules winner, and Glenferrie Typhoon have all been winners in recent times, and Cyclone Lucky 7 from that family has to be in the mix as well. 8, 3, 4 and 1, and should be a good contest, Craig, but hand over to Cash. I'm certainly...
Thank you for a bit of the day at Addington. Give you a chance to have a look at those fields. Of course, they are out at the moment, all fixed odds for Addington on Tuesday. The bookmakers open the rest of the markets this afternoon. So if you want to have a bet early on the card at Addington on Tuesday, go to tab.co.nz. Bring up those markets for Tuesday afternoon. They're all out at the moment, all 12 of them. Might catch up with Aaron prior to race number 12 tonight and see if he can spot what he thinks may be some value on the day, or his best bet of the day after looking through the program in the next 25 minutes. On start time for race number 8 tonight. The money keeps coming for number 3, San Diego Love, the beautifully bred mare by Love You out of San Invasion for Errol Downey. She'll start a hot favourite. Here's Aaron's call on race number 8.
Craig, $1.60, $1.30 around San Diego Love. She's been heavily supported here. Run down late by Lucky Fortune last time. She was a big winner back in early September. The Alex and Eatery, the hash there for Facebook, online thealex.co.nz. These runners, they'll be called forward shortly by starter Colin Shorty Courtney over at the 2,700 metres. Of course, we do it all again next Friday night under the Ribbon of Light here at Alexandra Park when we host the Australasian Young Guns Challenge with the Queensland young drivers coming across to take on Ben Butcher, Jacob Wallace, Andre Potama. My tape's in operation. Miss Middleton to swing around and we'll be set. She comes around now. Set and ready. Barrier strands release. They're off and trotting. The Alex Bar and Dietrich handicap trot field underway. Miss Middleton a wee bit slow as to Honakiwi Don. First out, Amy's Invasion over San Diego Love, and back on the inside, Carwado Spur will settle third. San Diego Love with the Iceman looking for the lead as they sweep across the showgrounds turn their first occasion. Hanover to Cash will settle down in the end of the field as Miss Middleton trotting roughly around that showgrounds turn working into the lane where San Diego Love out in front for the Iceman Tony Hurley away by 2 Amy's Invasion. There's 3 lengths away in the field to Carwado Spur. A further 2.5 Hanover to Cash, and there followed Cyclone Lucky 7. Then Tontine, Miss Middleton, Chosen Path standing San Diego Love 12 lengths as they work the stables corner their first time. And Honakiwi Donna's back last. 1,900 metres left to go in the Alex Bar and Dietrich handicap trot. And the hot favourite Sandy and File, then Cyclone Lucky 7, 2 lengths away. In the field is Tontine, tracked up by Miss Middleton, Chosen Path, and still back last Honakiwi Don. Lead time set up in 1:29 and 6. San Diego Love getting a comfortable lead. 1.5 Amy's Invasion. The order remains the same. And third, Carwado Spur, Hanover to Cash is fourth. Then Cyclone Lucky 7, Tontine about to come away from the pegs is flushed out Cyclone Lucky 7, so that'll get it the 1-1. Miss Middleton on the back of Tontine and turn Chosen Path on the back of Miss Middleton, and Honakiwi Don will take up the leeway against the markers to get onto the back of Hanover to Cash. Into the lane they come, 1,200 left to go. 31 and 9 the opening quarter. San Diego Love easily in front over Amy's Invasion. Third, Carwado Spur. Cyclone Lucky 7 inching closer. Fourth, Parked. And the 1-1 Tontine. Hanover to Cash 4 back on the inside at the bell. Further back in the field is Miss Middleton. Second last, Honakiwi Don. Chosen Path last. 900 left to go in the Alex Bar and Dietrich trot, where the favourite San Diego Love. She's had a cosy time of it in front for the Iceman Tony Hurley up on the outside. Cyclone Lucky 7 second quarter, 31.5. Joint last, 600 left to go. San Diego Love trots them to the end of the back straight by a length. Cyclone Lucky 7, Amy's Invasion, Tontine. Back on the inside, Carwado Spur, then Miss Middleton. Hanover to Cash has been held up on the inside as Chosen Path looks to run on. 400 to go. Further away, Honakiwi Don. 30 and 1 the quarter down the back. San Diego Love to come for home over Cyclone Lucky 7. Amy's Invasion, Miss Middleton. Out widest on the track, Chosen Path, and behind Carwood Spur, but San Diego Love goes for home. A length and a half, Amy's Invasion. Hurley goes for the deafness. She's trotting powerfully, San Diego Love, and she's going to cruise to victory here over Amy's Invasion. Who's going to get third? Hanover to Cash. Pierce is through for that, but San Diego Love too good. Amy's Invasion second, Hanover to Cash. Nice run for third. They were followed Carwood Spur, then Tontine back in the field. Trotter with a real bright future. She's got all the breeding, hasn't she? The Love You, San Invasion mare, closely related to Sanciola, one of Errol Downey's really good trotters, and this from that breed, San Diego Love. Effortless win too for the Iceman, Tony Hurley. Second over, Amy's Invasion, Zach Butcher, and the third across, Hanover to Cash, number 4.
Official placings, race 8, the Alex Barr and Eatery Handigo Love, trotted the 2,700 metres from a stand in 3:32.5, mile rate of 26.6, last 859.3 and 429.2. The margins are 4.5 lengths, 2 3/4 lengths, 2 lengths. 324.971, race 8, the Alex Barr and Eatery Handicap Trot.
Magnificent display of trotting by San Diego Love out in front, out of trouble throughout. The Iceman Tony Hurley back at the head of the field. San Diego Love raced by Errol and Royden Downey. Errol Downey trained at QMU. Errol bred the Love You San Invasion 5-year-old bay mare. That's career win 2 at start number 9 tonight, and continues in her fine form. Auckland Trotting Club steward Paul Barry, part of the victory celebrations down in the winner's circle. 2 Amy's Invasion second, Umbro Invasion, Bonspiel Amy Brown 9-year-old mare, raced by the estate of K.A. Falconer, Matthias Hamas, and trained at Pukekohe Zach Butcher. And 4 Hanover to Cash in 4 a third. Hanover to Cash, Monarchy Bay 4-year-old mare out of Amanda's Gem, raced by P.R. Shirley, G. Body. Number 3, San Diego Love at $1.60, 110, 160, 110. 2 Amy's Invasion at $2.60, 260, and 4 Hanover to Cash at $5, $5. The Quinella returns $13, $13. Trifecta $179.50. 197.12 live units remaining in pick 6. 197.12 live in pick 6.
About It's About You on track at 2:30, 2:10 now, 2:25. $5.20 for Life of Pi. $8 for She Makes My Day, $9.20 for Yulong Baby. And then we've got $8.60 firming in now, She Makes My Day. And Sarah move in, just repeating Chairman of Stewards, Terry Bailey, wanting trainers to know their horses only have to be on track 2 hours prior to their race due to the warm conditions, not 3. It's 2 hours for racing at Flemington tomorrow due to the warm conditions to be on track prior to their race. Now Yulong Baby to move up, and we're just about set to run. Favourite is It's About You in the Slade colours. Yulong Baby ready. Serity was specking late. And the starter says go, they're off. Broken a very even line. Cinnamon Carter not great speed out of the gate. And going back at Barrier Rise also as they jump away as Sonatus. It's About You began very quickly, but it's going to drift back to about third or fourth last. She Makes My Day leads the way. In front by 1 length on Knight's Voyage or King's Voyage going up second. My Steva third from Life of Pi fourth. 2 away is Serity, and on the fence Cinnamon Carter, the stablemate. They were followed by It's About You, caught up in traffic trying to make up some ground. Outside of it then is Camuso, 3 wide the first starter. A length further back is Rydale Road on the fence, Yulong Baby. And up the tail of the field as they swing off the back is Sonatus. Heading down to the 650, She Makes My Day, 2 lengths in front. King's Voyage second, a neck away on the fence, Life of Pi, My Steva fourth. Then came Serity about to ease out 3 wide on the fence, Cinnamon Carter under pressure. It's About You locked up between runners, going all right, just nowhere to go at the moment. Camuso outside of it as they jam pack on the bend, and Yulong Baby best of the rest. They're homeward bound. My Steva going up to She Makes My Day, who'll corner in front. A wider out, It's About You, the widest runner in the clear and starting to run on well with Serity. Serity hits the lead, but It's About You's about to pounce. Still there, She Makes My Day. It's About You going after She Makes My Day, who's kicking. She Makes My Day grabbed by It's About You, and It's About You too good. Won it by a neck to She Makes My Day, and Yulong Baby late third. Then Serity, Life of Pi. They were followed by Camuso behind those from Cinnamon Carter. Knight's Voyage well back in company with My Steva. And near the tail of the field, pulling up quickly, Rydale Road, and in front of it, Sonatus. It's About You, just had to overcome a bit of traffic. In the end was well ridden by Linda Meach to weave its way through the field. And the Schnitzel 3-year-old has been much too good for them. She Makes My Day. She's just racing so well in a couple of preps, but she's just been unable to win. She runs well again today, and Yulong Baby making good ground, and she's going to make into a horse over much more ground than that distance of tonight's race. And fourth going to force Serity. 5, 10, 12 and 4. Numbers confirmed 5, 10, 12 and 4. Time is 124.44, 124.44. And the winner paid $220, $1.30. It's About You. She Makes My Day, $2. Yulong Baby, $2.50. Quinella, $9.40. Exacta, $10.60. The trifecta has returned. And we'll wait for it to kick over. Nearly set Geelong. Trifecta, $73.50. We'll check first 4 and double in a moment. Here's Geelong.
Have a look at those divvies here, but favourite just a bit too good for Linda Meach. Pays $2.20, $1.30. She Makes My Day at $2. I thought the eye-catching run, and it was a ripper from a long way back in the green colours, was number 12, Yulong Baby, who was fresh up today out of the Mick Price stable. Ibrahim Gundagu was the successful, well, not successful rider, but the rider tonight, and I think it might be one to follow. The 12, it paid $2.50, running third, hitting the line, terrific. Quinella paid $9.40, Trifecta paid $54.40, and the first 4 there in race number 3 paid $317.60. Race number 3 from Cranbourne. Let's wrap up the dogs. You're laughing, taking out the last there at Hattrick tonight, paying $6.50 and $1.90. $942.70. The double, pair of 5s, $11.30. 5 and 6 in the concession at $9.30. Treble, 5, 5 and 5. Don't see it that often. $117.60. $69.70. Our thanks to Rozzo, Pockets and the team there trackside at Wanganui tonight. Off we go to 4 Breeder, wrap up the program here, and 7.1 from 1 the second line is favourite here, $2.50 on the fixed odds, $3.20 on the tote. This one a mare with Jackie Burrows, and actually was pretty good. She was only beaten 2.5 lengths on that occasion by Willow. Dexter was in the cart that day, and he keeps his association with this mare tonight, and she's backed pretty confidently here in the last of the evening. To be live in the late quaddie, Strike on Command number 4 was promoted to win race number 6 when the hottest favourite of the night was disqualified after galloping, New Year's J. So a little bit of value right from the outset in the quaddie. 4, then Lucky Lands number 7 and 8 Oasis Stream took out the previous 4, 7 and 8. And if number 10, 7.1, was to be successful in the quaddie, it would return $752, although there is one shorter, Max Love, number 4, to return only $536. 2.5 minutes before we wrap it all up. Jason, what do you like here in the last?
Righto, yeah, I'm with number 4, Max Love, actually, in the last. It was a good win by the mare last week, and I'm sure she'll be ready to go again. She's had 4 starts, 3 wins here on the track, so it's pretty hard to go past that record. We've already seen one go 5 for 5 tonight and Strike on Command. So Max Love, I think, for me, to get us out in the last. 2 Elbow will certainly relish racing this field. And I know he raced Max Love last start, but I thought it was a much stronger field than what they raced last week. They're in the C2, C3s. And this is probably not as strong for him either tonight. Putting in 10, 7.1, who will carry the Nigel McGrath colours here. Colours left at home by Jackie Burrows. So Dexter Dunn on board and ran 5th behind Willow last start. There's certainly no Willows in here, and should run well. And a 5, Van Sen, probably should get the lead tonight, and if she does get the front, she's about a 5 or 6 lengths better mare, so if she does get the top, watch out, number 5, Van Sen. 4, 2, 10 and 5 for me, and must congratulate our trackside team today. This is about race 28 for us today, and if you include the kids' carts races and the dogs earlier, and the guys and girls who have backed up and doing the double shift, fantastic job, because it's been a heck of a long day, and we all know how tough it is out here, Daryl.
Yeah, we sure do, and yeah, well done to the team. A marathon effort right from when trackside started this afternoon with the dogs, and yeah, did see some of the kids' carts races, so it's been a terrific effort, and well done to the team, particularly those backing up. Now, I know you actually mentioned after the dogs, Jason, that you were going to go and have a bit of a nap. Did you end up getting one?
No, I heard that I had to go to Christchurch tomorrow, so it was sort of panic stations, go and pack a few things and get up there. So no, unfortunately not. And yeah, heading to Christchurch in about 10 minutes as well in the car. So certainly not finished work for another 5 or 6 hours yet, Daryl. So things we do for the love of the game, eh?
Sure do. And yeah, really looking forward to the coverage out of Riccarton tomorrow, and we'll no doubt hear your dulcet tones on radio throughout the course of the afternoon. Cup Week 2014 getting underway tomorrow in Christchurch. Let's wrap it all up with race number 9 here at Forbury. Here's Jason.
Thank you, Daryl. And your runner's moving up for the last 7.1 into a warm order here, $2.60 and $1.50. Red and white cap on, Chief Kapai, stablemate. The dark helmet of Kim Butt on Spirit of Kronos. Early speed on the back of Sonnet Sana. First away, Max Love. Going after it early is Van Sen, home for a bubbly into third. Over on the outside of Sonnet Sun, Van Sen will make the lead with 2 to go. Elbow settles down in 5th spot from Just a Little Better, and back on the inside, Maybe Flying. A length away, 7.1 from the stablemate Spirit of Kronos, the outside, and Chief Kapai down on the inner. 1,800 metres out. Van Sen has found her favourite role. That is in the lead. A length and a half in advance of Max Love, who drops to trail for David White. Settling third, the inside, Sonnet Sun. Outside of it is Home for a Bubbly, who's going to be parked just about the trip, I'd suggest, as they run down towards the 1,600 metre mark. The lead time, 43.6. On the back of Home for a Bubbly is Elbow. 4 back on the inside, Maybe Flying. 2 lengths away in the clear is Just a Little Better. A length and a half away on its own then as the fireworks go off in the background is 7 Led home for a bubbly, keen to look it in the eye on the outside. Third in the trail was Sonnet Sun, 1-1 Elbow. Opening quarter of the last mile, 32.3. 3 back on the inside is Sonnet Sun, followed every step by Maybe Flying. 3 back and 1 off then is Just a Little Better. 7.1, the favourite is 4 back and 1 off the outside. Second last the pegs is Chief Kapai, and last on the outer is Spirit of Kronos as they leave the straight. 900 metres out from home, they're on the stables corner, and the pacemaker is still Van Sen. A length and a half in advance of up on the outside, home for a bubbly. This the second quarter, 30.9. Feels like the fireworks are in the box here. Then third, the inside is Max Love. 1-1 sit for Elbow. 3 back the markers is Sonnet Sun. 3 back and 1 off, Just a Little Better for Maybe Flying. On the outside of it, 7.1 hasn't been asked to go yet. Well back is at the quarter pole. Back straight quarter, 28 and 6. Third on the inside and Fair Bolt in Max Love. On the outside is Elbow, now 3 wide. 4 wide, Just a Little Better. 7.1's on the back of that, running on into the straight at the 200. Van Sen passing lane there for Max Love. Wider out Elbow, Just a Little Better down the outside. Max Love's got to the lead up the passing lane from Van Sen. Out wide, Just a Little Better and Elbow, but Max Love will get the last. Max Love and David White get 2 in a week. Second, Just a Little Better, Van Sen third. Next in Sonnet Sun getting home with 28.8 the last quarter, 244.4 unofficially. Max Love, 2 in a row. Sister to Terra to Love, who in 5 days' time might go 4 in a row. He's done it. She's done it in the last Max Love. 2 for David White as well. Just fireworks during that race, and it can't have helped many of them, but I guess it is that time of year, but certainly we didn't need it because it scared the living bejesus out of the commentator too most of the way. There's the last on the card, Daryl, and the big one in the last for Max Love. Closed off the second favourite. A very good evening to you.
Evening to you, Jason, and safe travels up to Christchurch. We'll have that result soon. 4, 9, 5 and 1 though as they went past. Big Lucky Fortune is the short way home at about $43.50, wrapping up what's been a good night there.
Yeah, around about 523 on the pick 6, I believe, Daryl, just in front of the... And I think Makarua Jake and Lucky Fortune will probably fight out the last. 197 live going into the last. Asuka, I think, was 1 very easily by around about 4.5 lengths. She's a mare that's going to go on and do a very good job by Love You. They tend to get better with a bit of age. Makarua Jake on top here, 250 on the fixed odds. Earlier in the night, I caught up with stable rep Tony Cameron, and this is what he had to say about Makarua Jake. Tony, horse at stable at your barn at the moment, Makarua Jake. The team must have been very happy with the first up run at Alexandra Park.
Yeah, he went really good and only just missed out by a lip, but he should be there or thereabouts again. And here, his second time in, so yeah.
Each way chance tonight?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think he'll improve a lot with that run. It's not easy to come into Alexandra Park first time right-handed, but I think Tony was suitably impressed with the way that he performed as we get that result from Addington Max Love. Well, that might be an omen for Tuesday. The half to Terra to Love, 270, 140, just a little better, 270. Vincennes, 190, 4 and 9, 22.80. Trifecta, we just missed it. Double, 8 and 4, 610, 8 and 9, 410. Treble, 7, 8 and 4, $29.50. And the quaddie there tonight, 4, 7, 8 and 4, $536.30. Place 6 pays $67.30. Lovely looking horse, the horse on screen at the moment. His name is Lucky Fortune. He's getting a bit keen around at the start now. He does do this on occasions, but gee, he's been good in his last 2 weeks. In the last 2 weeks, not sure I'm that keen on the way he's performing at the moment, though. He's getting a little bit hot under the collar, and you can see he is sweating up quite badly. He's one of those horses that gets very excitable, and he's certainly that at the moment. Andrew Neal trains, drives, and owns this one. The son of Brian and Boys out of How's Lucky. He's chasing a hat-trick of wins, and if you look into his form line, he beats San Diego Love last week, and she's come out and won tonight. So if you want one at longer odds, you're having a bad night on the punt. Moment of truth. Todd Mitchell, senior driver, takes the drive. This one for Lisa Milner I thought number 8, Moment of Truth, the winner of 22 races. Number 8 could be one to include in your top 4s. Aaron's marked them 5, 6, 7, 1. He's with Makarua Jake, Lucky Fortune, Djokovic, and he's found a spot for My Mum's a Star. We caught up with Steve Cornwall earlier in the night. Their first up runner, Star Filly, went super and expected a big run from My Mum's a Star tonight. We might get an update on that Drivers' Challenge too, just to see how we were going. Of course, Tony Hooley was the hot favourite in the Drivers' Challenge. He was at around about $1.70 when the market opened today. And he's had a pretty good night at the office. Of course, winning the last race with San Diego Love. Aaron White, a minute out from race number 9, the Auckland Co-op Taxis 303,000 handicap trot. Big day at the trials at, of course, Franklin tomorrow. They've got a huge program there. I think they've got around about 13 heats there tomorrow. We'll head down there and watch them go. Just your thoughts quickly on Tuesday. I gave you 25 minutes to work out what you thought would be a nice bet at Addington. Did you come up with one?
Well, Terra to Love for me in the Cup. 240, I'll take that all day, that's for sure. I'll certainly have to have something on Huey Green in the Sire Stakes final. Shimon, well, you know the wrap I've got on Shimon, so I'll be backing that. Takawa, he'll be part of my multi as who else did I like there tomorrow? I should say on Tuesday, but my value bet, I went Canardly Lover in race number 8, currently at $16, drawn barrier 2. And one of the Southerners, if he gets a nice cushy suck along on the markers there, he could get a bit of that at a nice price on Tuesday. But yeah, my multi will certainly have the likes of Shimon, Huey Green, Takawa and Terra to Love with Toka Hoka involved in that as well.
Yeah, I think you're chucking Dalton Bromack here, and I thought his trials in the last couple of weeks have been outstanding. I think he's one of the better bets of the day at Addington on Tuesday. Dalton Bromack for Brendan Hill. Thought he looked a very, very good bet there on Tuesday afternoon. Can you give you the will pays in the quaddie as well? As I mentioned, the favourite way in the pick 6 was with Lucky Fortune at 524, Makarua Jake at 600, and then you're getting to 1800 with Djokovic in the quaddie. Can tell you the favourite way on the quaddie is with Lucky Fortune 43 in front of Makarua Jake at 51, and then 164 Djokovic, 377 with Moment. Looking forward to what is going to be a good program there. They've got 11 races there on Sunday afternoon. The first of them kicking off at 12:15. We highlighted a runner on the box seat last night in the Hit Out Hopeful program going around in race number 10 called Another Windermere. Thought he was very, very hard to beat. Nice big son of Washington VC. And of course, sad news this evening. Michael Guerin passing on the retirement.
Wrap up Speed Series final night. Barrier strands release, and they all come down and trotting. Djokovic, it was just a wee bit tardy from the 10, but all safely away. Jägermeister with getting underneath at My Mum's a Star, and Getaway Doug makes a flyer. And as he gets onto the showgrounds turn, he'll take over. Getaway Doug. Settling down in 4th will be Brookby Prince, and they're followed by Moment of Truth. Out wide of Makarua Jake and Lucky Fortune, the 2 favourites, safely on the journey. And 2.5 lengths away to Jägermeister. Back in the field, Moment of Truth. Lucky Fortune's been taken back to try and get a spot in, and Djokovic to his inside. They trot down to the judge with 2 to go. My Mum's a Star, the mare by Earl. Brent Mangos doing the driving away by 2, Getaway Doug. Makarua Jake Hurley, he realised the lead wasn't going to be there, so eases back to be 3 back on the markers as they work the stables corner. Followed through by Brookby Prince. That leaves Jägermeister out park. Back on the inside, Djokovic. Moment of Truth, 1 second last. And the flashy chestnut back of the tail, Lucky Fortune. Into the back goes My Mum's a Star. She trots away by 3.5, Getaway Doug. Makarua Jake 3rd. Will Hurley he come away from the markers? He will, as Jägermeister was going to get up and try and get him in the pocket. Hurley, he springs out though. He'll sit parked with the favourite. Brookby Prince 3 back on the inside. Followed through by Djokovic. Then came Moment of Truth. And still back last is Lucky Fortune. 1:27.9 was the lead time. So they sweep across the showgrounds turn, 1400 to go. My Mum's a Star, Brent Mangos by 2. Getaway Doug. Makarua Jake 3rd and parked, and Brookby Prince 4th and 3 back on the inside. Jägermeister gets the nice 1-1 cover for Anna Donnelly. Djokovic trapped away 4 back on the inside of Moment of Truth. There's Lucky Fortune. He starts his claim 3 wide. The son of Bryland Boys, 33 and 1 was the opening quarter of the final mile of the Auckland Co-op Taxi 303,000 trot. Here the second favourite does now cross down and take the running. Favourite Macarewa Jake up to second parked. Then came Getaway Doug Jägermeister, Brookby Prince, Moment of Truth and Djokovic 29 and 9 the second quarter. Lucky Fortune down the back a length and a quarter. Macarewa Jake, My Mum's a Star now trailing. Out 3 wide, no cover is Jägermeister. Back on the inside, Brookby Prince. In the centre is a Getaway Doug, 3 wide with cover, Moment of Truth. And on its back is Djokovic, 5 lengths off. Lucky Fortune is a sweep across the showgrounds turn their final time. Lucky Fortune, second favourite, leads the favourite Macarewa Jake. Quarter down the back and 30.4. Jägermeister out, 3 wide, then My Mum's a Star. Moment of Truth. Djokovic is letting down with a good run out wide. Homeward bound, Lucky Fortune, a length and a half. Macarewa Jake's under pressure. Jägermeister, Djokovic down the outside, and My Mum's a Star on the passing lane. It's Lucky Fortune, Jägermeister. Here comes Moment of Truth out of the ground now. Moment of Truth gets up on the outside of Lucky Fortune. Moment of Truth will get over the top. Moment of Truth. Now that could well be the first winner too for... And he's back. Moment of Truth over Lucky Fortune. My Mum's a Star. Further back in the field, Jägermeister. Further back then to Brookby Prince. They were followed by Djokovic. Macarewa Jake not tonight. And Getaway Doug 331.9. And the final quarter in 30.5. Well, he was the best handicapped horse in the race. He'd won 22 races, only 10 metres behind. And he finds his best four. Will be the fourth over in the...
Official placings, race 9, the Auckland Co-op Taxis 303,000 handicap trot. 861372, 861372. Horse 8, Moment of Truth, trotted the 2,700 metres from a stand in a handicap and a net time of 331.1. It's a mile rate of 25.9. Last 860.9. 430.5. The margins are half neck, 1 length, a neck. 861372, race 9, the Auckland Co-op Taxis 303,000 handicap trot.
Struck by Lisa Milner with the third victory here at Alexandra Park. Well, yet another string of 3 victories for Moment of Truth. That's his 23rd overall career success at start 138. The son of Sundon, and now's the moment, a 12-year-old bay gelding, bred by H.C.J. Webber along with G.J. Moffat and A.J. Carston. And a big congratulations goes out Auckland Trotting Club steward Paul Lowther was down there part of the victory celebrations after the last. 6 Lucky Fortune, Bryland Boys Chestnut, 4-year-old gelding out of How's Lucky for second, raced by A.P. Luke along with DJ Luke and Mrs. M.A. Hensman. Steve Cornwall trained at Pukekohe and Brent Mangos. Number 8, 40. And 1 My Mum's a Star, $2 even, $2. Quinella, $25.60, $25.60. Trifecta, $257.80, $257.80. First 4, $3,017.60, $3,017.60. The last double, 3 and 8, $40.60. 40.60, 3 and 6 in the concession, $1.40, $1.40. Treble 1, 3 and 8. $166.60, $166.60. The final quaddie, 5, 1, 3 and 8, 307. And the pick 6 has been completed. And 2 Asukas, 7 Dead Cat Bounce, 5 Miss Pegasus, 1 Better Spirits, 3 San Diego Love, and 8 Moment of Truth. 11.56 winning units in pick 6, $3,460.20. $3,460.20 for the 11.56 winning units in pick 6. 2, 7, 5, 1, 3 and 8, the numbers required on your pick 6 ticket. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings the curtain down on the Dunstan Feed Speed Series final night here under the ribbon of light at Alexandra Park. Asuka taking the Pacing Speed Series, Dead Cat Bounce taking the Trotters Speed Series. Good luck with your Cup Week bets coming in from Addington next week. We're back here next Friday night, November the 14th. A big thanks to our sponsorship lineup tonight. And until next week, Aaron White bidding you all a very good evening.